Doing Notion as a beginner can be disorienting instead of being productive, but I'm here. In this video, I'm going to teach you 2 simple dashboard or front page to organize your Notion. As always, everything here will be in a template. The link is in the description, but for now, let's start. To start our first Notion dashboard, we're going to start with a new, fresh, empty page, and then we're going to name it Minimalism Dashboard. You can also decide whatever dashboard you wanted, but for the sake of this video, I'm going to name it as is. We're also going to add an icon so that it will look good in our dashboard. And for me, instead of going for the emojis, I'm going for the icons. And then we're going to choose this checkmark circle. And what you wanted to do first is we're going to make 2 lines. And to do that, we're going to put here a temporary text and another one. And then we're going to make a 2 columns in these 2 lines. We're going to drag the second text all the way to the right of the first text. So now we have 2 columns. And then we're also going to adjust our width. Just click the line in here on the right side and then just drag it on to the right. Okay, so for the first text, this is going to be our page section. To make our page section, we're going to make it through call out. Just type here call out and click this one. So call out are made to stand out in the page. We're going to type here the page sections, and then we're going to highlight the page section and then just Control V to make it bold. And then we're just going to leave it there for a second. Okay, so going down in here, we're going to make our pages. So for the pages, I have few examples, and first is we're going to put here our finances. Just click the page block and then name it as finances. Next is you're going to go to the upper left corner and click the minimalism dashboard. This is going to get us back to the main dashboard, and then we're just going to continue making pages. Next is if you're a student, you're going to make a study page. You also want to track your schedule, so we're going to make a schedule page. And then if you like traveling, you also want to make a travel page. And lastly, if you're a content creator like me, we wanted to make a content creation page. Okay, now that we have our pages, we're going to change their icon, and then we're going to drag them all to the bottom of the page sections. Just click and drag the 6 dots on the left side of your page and then drag them all to the bottom of the page sections. Okay, now that we have our page section, what you wanted to do is drag the middle line all to the left just once, and then we're going to continue to the next column. So for the next column, this is our to-do list, and to do that, we're going to make a database inline. In our database inline, we're going to name it as our daily to-do list, but we're also going to name our table view our to-do list because we're going to hide the main database title. Okay, now that we have our table, first is we're going to edit the properties. So for the first properties, which is the name, we're not going to change that one, but we're going to delete the tags. So to add properties, we're going to click the plus sign button in here, and then we're going to add first is our checkbox. We're not gonna do anything with the checkbox, just click the back button, and then we're going to add the created time. And then for me, the created time, I want to make it as relative for the date format. What relative do in the date format is that if you have a date, for example, today, instead of the full date, it's going to show as today. For tomorrow, it's going to show as tomorrow. It is up until the next week, because it will say as next Wednesday, next Thursday, next Friday. But beyond that, it's going to be a full date, which is really cool, I guess. So next is we're going to add another property, but this time it's going to be last edited time. What we wanted in the last edited time is that if we check the checkbox, it's going to show us what is the last edited time of the task. So for this one, we could monitor our daily task if we do it or not, or when did we do it. So it's a good thing to keep it in mind. Okay, now that we have our to-do list, but this is still in a table view, what we're gonna do is that we're going to click the triple dot in here and then go to the layout and click the list, and then go back and then go to the properties. What we wanted to see in here is our checkbox and last edited time, and then uncheck the created time, and then X that one. So to fill up our list, we're going to make a to-do list through template. What template does is we could repeat it on a daily basis or on a weekly basis. So to do that, go to the new button, which is color blue, and beside that there's a down arrow. Click that one and then click the new template. There's going to be a window pop up in here, and this is where we're going to edit our template. So first is we're going to edit our title. So this is heavily based on your preference, but if you don't have anything you can think about for now, I also have a list that you could put in your template. One is, of course, if you're a student, study. You could also do bed, water the plants, clean the house, work out, feed your pets, and check your emails. For the sake of this video, I'm going to put here check emails. After making the title, we're just going to add an icon, and then we're going to go back in our main dashboard. You cannot still see the task in here, but if you're going to go back in the down arrow button, there it is, the check emails. But what you wanted to do is go to the right side on the triple dot in here and then click repeat, and then repeat it every day. So a small option is going to pop up in here, and what I recommend you to do is put your wake up time in here. So for me it's 6 a.m. So what happens is that every 6 a.m. there's going to be a check emails generated in your to-do list every day. If you also have tasks yet you are doing it, for example, a weekly basis, here you can see every blank days. Instead of 1, we're going to put it here in 7, and that's going to make it as weekly. But for check emails, we're going to put it 1 because we're going to check it every day. Just click save, and that's it. For example, we have now our check email. We're just going to click it for the sake of the video and go back. Now we have our checkbox and the date that we have last edited. As you have seen, it is written as today instead of the full date, because we choose relative on the date format. So next is what we're going to do is sort this out through last edited time, so that if we have checked the box, it's going to go down below last edited time and then descending, and then go to the filter and then click the created time. Created time is, this is correct, and then click the arrow down button and then click today, and then just click again the filter. What it is going to do with your list is that it will only show your tasks today, so you don't need to bother seeing the tasks that you have done yesterday or in the past. You're just going to see the tasks that you have today. So this is basically done, but we wanted to add a calendar in our dashboard so we can keep track on our schedule. So just put a calendar view in here. You're just going to click the new database. So for the new database, we're going to name it as main schedule. Also, since you have a schedule page in here, just click this one and then click the empty page, and also put a calendar in here, and then click the main schedule. This is the one that you just did, and then everything you're going to put in here is going to show in the main page in here. It's going to reflect in here, so you don't need to click the schedule if you just wanted to see your calendar. Next is we're going to go for a visual aesthetic style. First is we're going to turn on the full width of the page. You're going to click the triple dot located at the upper right corner, and then click the full width and then close it. We're going to make 2 columns again. So for the first column, we're going to make a database inline. In our database inline, we're going to name it as dashboard front page or our dashboard. So what you're going to do is just hide this because we don't need to see the database title. And then next, we don't actually need to see the table view. So to change the layout, you're going to click the triple dot in here beside the new blue button, and then click that one and go to the layout, and then click the gallery. After clicking the gallery, there's gonna be an option below it. What I need you to do is you need to edit the following. First, for the card view, we're going to choose the page cover, and then the card size, we're going to change it to large. We are also gonna uncheck the wrap all properties, and we're also going to turn off the show page icon, and then click X, and that's it. So basically, you are actually done with your dashboard front page, but the thing is, we still don't have our page section. So what you're going to do next is just fill out this page section, but first let's going to delete these untitled ones and then add a new one. If you're going to add a new one, there's going to be a pop-up window. This is going to be your page actually. First is the same as your minimalist dashboard. We're going to add first of all your finances. And then next is you're going just to delete the property which contains tags. And then since this is going to be an aesthetic or visual dashboard, we're going to add a cover. Do not add an icon, but if you really prefer to add an icon, you can really do. And then we're going to change the cover. You can upload whatever cover you want, but for the sake of the video, we're going to use Unsplash, which is integrated with our Notion application. So here we're going to find a finance stock images. So just search finance. After searching finance, there's gonna be a lot of stock images. You're just gonna find whatever you want. After choosing this one, as you can see, the picture is already reflected in our dashboard. Just click X there and then click anywhere, and then there you have it, your finances page. And then just click new and add all the pages that you want. Now that we have filled out our dashboard, here it is. We can also add our cover for the main dashboard, and there you go. So next we're going to continue with the second column. The second column is the same as the to-do list that we did earlier with the minimalist. I don't really want to take this video too long because I'm going to be repeating myself at this point. So we're just gonna copy paste what we did on the minimalist dashboard into our aesthetic dashboard. So now we have pasted our daily to-do list from our, actually this is from the template that I've made, and if you want this one, there's a link in the description. And then the next thing that you wanted to do is just find the line between the dashboard front page and daily to-do list, and then just drag it to the right. We don't really need that much space for the to-do list because it's just a list. So we're making space for the dashboard front page. Now that it is done, we're also going to make a calendar in here, but also we're going to make a line. So what we only need to do is just make a calendar, and the same as with the minimalist dashboard, we're going to make it also in the schedule. So that's it. We have our calendar now. Whatever you want to do with your Notion, either it's gonna be a minimalist or a visual aesthetic style, you're just gonna do what you want because it's going to be your daily partner and you're going to watch it on a daily basis. So whatever makes you feel comfortable or easy to use, just do you. But if you don't want to do everything step by step, I have a free template of this too. The link is in the description, so please check it out, and I'll see you in the next video.